What's up, guys? I have another knife for you today. It's one that I was looking forward to getting my hands on for a while. It is the ZT Knives 0470. And you'll see it's a little customized. This is actually JD. Forgot the name now. JD Knives, or I'll put it on the screen because I forgot the exact name of who does this, but he's an authorized ZT dealer, and what he does a great anodization job on ZTs, and he does Riots too and some other knives, but he only charges like an extra $5, so it's the regular price plus $5, and you get a pretty cool customized knife. So I think that's a good deal. So if you're in the market and you want to make it a little more your own, give him a shot. So but this knife, I'm gonna do this review a little different because the action on this is not very snappy, and I want to try to improve it. But compared to my 0609, which is just flies out of there, the D10 is so really good on this knife. But on this one, it's just like you can very easily fail it. And when it does, it's just not very snappy. And then look at that very slight lockup, and if I press on it, it goes in more. So that makes me think that the lock bar is kind of light. So I might try to adjust it, bend it in some. So that's what we're gonna do on this video. But first, he puts these lanyards on for free too. I didn't put this on, but I'm not really a lanyard guy. It stinks. I wish there was a way I could remove it without cutting it, but I'm gonna have to just cut it, so just to get it off. So yeah, that kind of stinks. I'm sure it took a lot of time for him to do that, but I just not that lanyard's kind of getting in my way with full-size knives. But here's the ergos. Something they did really good on this is the jimping feels really good, and with that lanyard out of the way, this is what it looks like in your hand. It fits really good in your hand, and we can touch on some of the it's under 3.5 inches, so I'm not going to measure blade stock, but it is very thin blade stock. This is it compared to the 0609, and the 0609 is slightly thicker. This, as you see when I open this up, I haven't taken it apart yet, but it's got really good milling in there. So that saves on the weight. Yeah, I guess I'm just doing like a really quick review, and then I'll move into the disassembly and try to improve the action. So 3.3 ounces, that's really great. This is the 0609, just to compare it to that. Little heavier. This has no milling in it. So saves 0.3 ounces with the milling. And just real quick, the pocket clip, just to show you what it looks like. It does do a good job. It's a spring clip. It does leave extra out, so that's something I'll probably look at replacing. If you see these hole patterns, that's like a standard ZT pocket clip, like the 0450 and stuff. I'm sure it will fit. So that's basically the mini review in a nutshell of the knife. Now let's try to take this thing down real quick. It looks like it's only a screw here and the pivot. Wow. Oh, you know what? I wonder if there's more screws underneath this. I'm not sure really. So let's just start with the clip first. Also, the blade, this is kind of like my first ZT where it's a little off-centered, so we'll see how that I can fix that maybe when I put it back together. So the goals for this takedown is adjust the lock bar, and then add some lubrication to try to get it a little better action. Man, a lot of Loctite in there, but he had to have taken this apart to anodize it, so I'm just gonna get some finger oils on here so it all stays one color, or the same color. Okay, maybe, let's see. Alrighty, that's out. Okay, let's move to the pivot. This is a T8, yeah, should be a T8. Oh man, it's like really, holy cow, that thing was hammered down in there very bad. Okay. Yeah, that was very tight, so looks like it's spinning. Oh, not another one of these. Yeah, it's a free spinning pivot. I thought it was supposed to like have a notch in there. Alright. I'm gonna have to get something to be a backing for this. Usually I've used a rubber band in the past for grip. I'm gonna see if these rubber gloves will grip it. If not, I'm gonna have to get some kind of rubber band to. I can't believe this. He had to have taken this apart to ano it, so what the heck's going on? Wow. There's no notch in there. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to see if I can find a rubber band to place it on, so hold on a second. Alright guys, I have a rubber band here, so what I'm gonna do is push it in here while I try to Alright, it might need a solid backing to get it through, so let me move on to the mat. This is really unfortunate. Yeah, I really don't like this when this happens. The last fight I had to do with a pivot was the mass drop gent, and it's just really bad. Yeah, this is not catching on here. This might have to go back to ZT. This is crazy. Oh man. Can I even tighten it back? Oh my goodness. Alright, one more try. I'm gonna heat up the soldering iron. So, you know, if he anodized this, why would he put all this like Loctite back in? So. Alright guys, I got the soldering gun out, so let me get this heated up, and then I'll come back and we'll see if we can do some more work on it. What's up, guys? This is the next day, and I just want to let you know I had to do battle with this knife. I had to put the soldering iron in and basically melt. There was a lot of Loctite in there for some reason, but I wanted to get you a picture of the inside, but I just got it cleaned up and lubed up and centered and put it back together, and so I didn't get a chance to do that. But now, and I did push the lock bar in past a little bit, so it gives it more better action. So there's more tension on the lock bar, so it is firing out 100 times better than it was when I first got it. So just wanted you guys to get an update. But what I was saying was, when I had it apart, I wanted to show you there's a piece of carbon fiber that's supposed to capture this pivot, and it's totally was rounded off. Carbon fiber is the wrong choice to try to keep a pivot captured. So that was a disappointment for the making, but right now I got it centered so that it was a little off centered, and I got the action where I want it to be. So right now I'm happy with this knife. It has great styling, and now the action is on point. It fires out, it pretty much drops shut. You have to shake it close. When the lock bar is released, it will drop shut, but then because of the added tension, you have to shake it a little bit. But put some knife pivot lube in there, and it improved night and day difference. So the conclusion, I just wanted to show you guys the rest of my review of the 0470. So from JD Cutlery. So if you guys want to spend $5 more and get a nice ano job, I suggest you check them out. JD Cutlery out on Instagram, and his website jdcutlery.com. So I think I covered everything about this knife. Like I said too, when I had it apart, one interesting thing, look at that, how deep that cutout is that goes on the lock bar, and because of that, it doesn't have a normal detent. That is actually the detent right there. That is the detent in the closed position, or only one detent. Yeah, there's only one detent. When it's open, it doesn't have a detent, but yeah, that's the detent when it's closed. So it's cut into the round, I don't know what you call that, the tang of the blade, I guess. That's where the detent lies. Right there. Right there. There's the detent. So anyway, I like this knife. The action is great now. Fires out. Great closing. Very fun to play with now. So before, the action wasn't great. So, but now, really liking it now. So that's all I got, guys. Hope you're having a good one, and I'll talk to you on the next one.